What up, Wheatfield? What up, guys? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl, Lati, here at Tears and Wheat Roll Show, where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We having a sip. I feel like somebody is celebrating. This could be for somebody that don't drink alcohol or on the hiatus, maybe. I don't know. But this is good, y'all. I was telling y'all in the last episode, Pear Cider by Martinelli's. And I have been thinking about a cocktail to make with it. I feel like it's going to be something very good, beloved. Oh, we got some whipped vodka that will probably taste really good with it too. But we gonna think about it and see what the Most High God want to do. You know, one of the ancestors, ascended ancestors. You know, somebody that haven't experienced that. I haven't, so we want to do it together, and we're gonna wait till we get the divine inspiration to go ahead on and have it. I feel like it's gonna be soon. It may be with this one, we don't know, you know, when they gonna call us to actually have it, but it'll be soon. It'll be here when they ready for it. Thank you to the Most High God, to the Alpha and Omega, for being here, for giving us the permission to experience creation as itself through itself, to experience everything that it made. Ashe. Look, I gotta talk about something. Warning, just a little bit. Trigger warning. Could be a part of the message. Y'all know your girl. We a little bit different, okay? I've been called a witch twice today. Twice. And I know people, they gonna say what they gonna say because people like to judge and you know what I mean? Whatever. But here's the thing. Ooh, excuse me, had to burp. Here's the thing. I had to ask the Most High and sit in myself and say, why am I bothered by such a thing? Why am I bothered when people call me a witch? That's something that I need to discover within self. And I keep seeing the word hypocrisy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like a hypocrite. I really don't, beloved. I don't like how people separate their rituals and say this is over that. This is the way to go. Like, you got a monopoly on salvation. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree to that. I don't subscribe to that. And it deeply irritates me. It really irritates me. It does. Like, we could sit here in prayer. I pray to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, to come forward, to pull me in. I ask for interest into your inner sanctuary. I ask to be received by the Spirit of the Most High God, beloved. And I ask to come within to the inner temple and to be in the presence thereof intimately. I ask to not only be received, but I seek obedience. I seek instruction. You know what I mean? I seek instruction. I offer my repentance and everything that I have onto the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, as a recompense, for everything belongs to it anyway. Everything, Ashe. Everything that we would categorize as good and evil. Everything in creation is of the Most High, the Alpha and Omega. Now, I may not understand every reason for why it made it. I don't. But it's infinite possibilities and potentialities. Everything that can exist does exist somewhere, beloved. It really does, And if these same people could see themselves in the light for which they paint others, what would it really say? Oh, I mean, literally, we are uploading a message. And they leave it on comments where we are definitely talking about the Alpha and Omega. But because I do it with cards, I'm a witch. Because I'll use it was a girl who did a thing. I think it was on TikTok, and they showed the reaction of a pastor and the pastor's daughter while the girl was saying, you guys say that we can't use herbs, but the Bible says that it placed every herb, every good herb for us on, as a gift. The fact that, we use sage to clear energy, and yet you use olives, the oil pressed from olives, as for anointing. Like, what is the difference? I don't do I don't do blood and flesh rituals. No, I don't. But I understand about speaking into water, into blessing it and drinking it and having it nourish my body, being a nourishment onto my soul, taking that in. Because if I speak to that water and put my intentions in it, and I drink that in, what is it doing to my body as my body is replenished? I don't understand. They messenger did not sit in the church. It didn't. It said the body was us. We are the walking kingdom. How can I enter into the kingdom when I'm already the walking kingdom? I can go inside and enter the kingdom, into self, to discover my spirit self, my highest self. I'm already connected. My highest self intercedes for me. When I have not the words to pray, beloved, I go into the spirit and meditate and ask for my highest self to intercede for me, for it knows what I need, that which I cannot yet conceive. How is it that people do these things in community with others, en masse, and yet come and point at you and say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, you shall not do that, when you doing the same thing? The same thing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's the hypocrisy that's in it for me. And then you turn around and they judge others like your book don't tell you not to judge. It's not too late for me to turn back from my ways so that I can be received into the kingdom of the Most High God. I see the kingdom of the Most High God everywhere. I'm already in heaven. Where are you? Purgatory? You in some place outside of creation? Like, how'd you get there? I don't understand it. If everything is from the beginning to the end and end to the beginning, creation is in between. We are the only begotten. We are the body. We are the living, the breathing, the walking kingdom. All of us, everything. I have the pleasure, the awareness, the breath animating this vessel to be used as a vehicle, a conduit for the Most High God to step in and work through. The work shall be performed through us. If the Most High God is omnipresent, how is it not right here with me? How could it be everywhere and nowhere at the same time? No. The Most High God is everywhere. It is omnipresent, which means it is in everything. How is it in everything? Because we are pixels and pieces of the Most High God itself. It made us, called everything. It's thought. Every time it, consciousness, potential, possibilities, all of it, no matter what it is, that. And now that thing that I thought of, or it thought of me, I'll be, and then now I'm thinking, and the thoughts that I think, I speak, and they be. The power of life and death is in my tongue, beloved. Yeah, we spelling, we casting spells over here. We are in light and love, with sympathy, empathy, listening, coming into alignment for the sake of understanding, because we know what's at stake. So we be impeccable. At least we try to. We be conscious and cognizant of it, even though we don't get it. It is what it is. Okay. But we are consciously aware of our need to be a steward, to be responsible over the words that we speak, to do them, to speak it from a place of compassion and understanding, from a position of learning, gaining knowledge all the time, to be disciplined and discerning. That puts us on a pathway to wisdom. That's wise. To bring wisdom is the pathway to peace, harmony, unity, the understanding that there is no such thing as duality. No. We are whole. We are complete. There's nothing broken and it ain't nothing missing. Tell me you got the answer to the salvation of me. It's a possibility, a pathway for every potentiality in creation, Ashe. You cannot take me away from what made me. And that's just it. Creation gets to experience creation as creation. To know thyself, beloved. Let's get it. Saturn. Saturn is often considered the father of the cosmos, an austere, paternal figure. Austere? No. I feel like it's austere. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to say it, but I feel it and I like it. It makes me feel joyous and like, yeah, I said something, right? Whatever. It's a paternal figure. It's associated with discipline and responsibility. Some of the things we just talked about, we look at that. It teaches us hard lessons and pushes us towards the right path. Hard lessons and pushes us towards the right path. Maybe that's why we have polarity, not necessarily duality, but polarity. How are you going to polarize yourself? Are you going to be on the positive charge or on the negative charge? Which way are you going to go? Negative charge, positive charge. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to raise yourself up or are you going to sink down low, stay down low? The things that come, the chaos, the conflict, the confusion, all of the nonsense, all of the bullshit, are you going to let it bring you down, weigh you down, or are you going to lift yourself up? See what you are. Pull out that strength, that fortitude, that courage, you know not who you was. Right, and then we forgive them, because then that really takes you into a whole nother place, because, again, they know not what they do. You can't see the forest for the trees, beloved. You sitting up here trying to tell me I'm this, that, and the other when it says thou shalt not judge. Oh, you can judge it because you don't do that particular thing. Thinking that all the other specks in your eyes makes your vision 20/20. How, beloved? Oh, again, I don't do tarot. I don't allow the Most High God to play cards with me. So you must be a witch, and I can judge thee. When you might go home and drink yourself into a stupor, do you? I don't care, but I'm just saying, it's a lot of sins. And how many have you already broken by coming over here and judging me just by leaving your statement? Love thy brother as you would love yourself. How many people would you turn away from your doorstep? How many bums do you step over? How many times do you judge another person for what they do, whether they are prostitute, because they use their bodies to sell sex for money, because they might have a drug addiction? How many people judge others based on what they do, not understanding that those are the same people that the Most High God will work through to show its power through? Who are the people that their messenger in that text ministered to? Who did they show their attention to, their focused attention to? Who was the message for? Did they not go up in the church and the synagogues and kick all that ish over? Why? Because what was happening in the church? What's still happening in the church? And trigger warning. Oh, because we going to go there. Asteroid Lilith. Let's get it. According to ancient Jewish mythology, Lilith was Adam's first wife before Eve. And that was something that I always thought was kind of coinky-dink, because if in Genesis 1:26-27, Most High God says, according to how they wrote that version of his word, says that it created male and female. Let us create them in our image. And male and female were created. And then Adam got to put to sleep. And then here come Eve. Who was the they that the Most High God had already created, Ashe? Was it Adam, a race of people? Was it Adam and Lilith, male and female? Is it something missing that they don't mention, that they kind of gloss over and pray that you missed it? Because here's another kicker. And I mean, I was a child thinking about these things like, wait a minute, that don't make sense to me. Something happened that they didn't talk about. It's something missing from this supposedly complete, thorough word of the Most High God that has not been touched by man. No dark psychology, no manipulation, no nothing like that has happened. Right? That's what they say. That's what they want us to believe. Okay, so if Cain slew Abel and he got kicked out and wouldn't marry somebody else, who the hell did he marry? Because at that point, and we just gonna read it chronologically and say this is exactly what happened, Adam, placed in the garden, went to sleep, was put to sleep, and snatched out a rib and made a one man, a man with a womb, had 2 kids, 2. So at this point, it's 4 folks on earth, all of earth, 4 people. If Cain slew Abel, his blood cried out from the ground, and the Most High God said, where art thy brother? And Cain tried to lie, like, see, Most High already knew what he did. And said, your penance is getting kicked out of the garden. Who did he go marry? But see, then that flips you back to Genesis 1:26, 1:27, when the Most High God said, I had already made them male and female in our image. So therefore, then Eve couldn't have been the first woman. Couldn't have been. Clearly. See, these people that thump these books and want to come to you and tell you about your spirituality, what you're supposed to believe, and how they got a monopoly on salvation itself with blind fellowship. Blindly. Don't question nothing, not a fuck shit thing. Not even listening to your own spirit when it's resonating, saying that something was off. Because when you was a kid in Sunday school, most of the time you was listening to something that made no sense to you. Like, how the hell did they get all the sharks on the ark? Because if it rained that long where the whole earth was covered in fresh water, a lot of that aquatic life would be dead, beloved. It would not be prehistoric animals that's down so deep, because all the water would have changed its chemistry. Just saying. They stayed on that boat how long? And the Most High God sustained all their appetite. All the animals went on fast, didn't none die. No lions ate nothing else while it was up in there. None of the predators ate none of the prey while they was on the ark for all them days. Just saying. Come on, man. Come on. And I think I know what was revealed onto me on this day. And we got to continue to transmute the energy. We ain't perfect at it because it gets on my nerves. It's like somebody calling me the N-word. It gets to me. Like somebody calling me the B word. Because I ain't no B.I., beloved. Oh, no. It gets to me how people can be so judgmental without knowing anything. Don't even know what you practicing. I probably got more Bibles over here than the average pastor. And I'm talking about Bibles of every kind. I'm talking about, again, a teaching Bible from the 1600s up to the Torah, the Quran, an Ethiopian Bible, the Holy Pibi, the Law of One, the Gnostics. I have at least 2 to 3 Bibles from the Gnostics and everything that's missing. Let's see. We have the early life of Christ, the Gospel of Thomas. We have the Nag Hammadi, we have the Bhagavad Gita, we have the Samadhi, we have the Vedas. I mean, like, again, the Jewish apocalyptic Christian Bible, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Oh yeah, and I'm just touching on what I can see with my mind's eye right here, right now. Study, learning. That is my journey, to be a teacher and a student. To not only teach myself, beloved, but anybody else that want to come and sit under my tutelage. It's just it. It's all for conversation. It's an exchange. You exchange with me, I exchange with thee. We increase each other's learning through interactions, increasing my own capacity, even using the chaos, the conflict, the confusion, all of it to do it. That opposite. What is it showing me? Tears and wheat to row show, beloved. Yeah, because I almost just stopped at the row because Most High said, no, it's a whole show. It's bigger than just pulling cards. Because we don't need cards. The Most High God could use cards. Why? Because it created everything. Any and everything can it use. It is the divine. And everything that it creates it divination. It is divinity in motion, in action. What's the difference between my cards in that book or any one of them books? How can we have any awareness over that which created us? How do we have any awareness of what created us? What was before the before? What was before the beginning? And trying to get all the way back down to that level of Genesis. I was watching the movie Soul yesterday. I was called to watch the Disney movie Soul. I think it is such a great visual concept of the great beyond, right? And then the great before. It was like the great before. Ooh, that's a great way of kind of talking about the fact how souls are created, and they really didn't explain the concept of how each soul was created. They just knew that they were. And it felt just like consciousness and going through all of these places to find your spark, beloved. And Jamie Foxx's character was so funny because he was feeling like music was his purpose for living. And like every soul had to find its purpose before it gained the ability to come to earth, to go and experience life in the manifest. And it went on this adventure to discover that the adventure is the purpose. That the adventure is the purpose. For light on a voluntary escape. To just go on and escape. To just learn. Test and build your faith, essentially. Belief. Awareness. Expanding capacity. Yeah, expansion, If we've gone through this lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, transmuting karma, negative energy, changing it into light so that we can rise, so that we can expand. Creation continues to grow. It continues to expand throughout infinity. increasing possibilities and potentialities, allowing them to just be, to express itself continuously for infinity and beyond. We see last quarter. In the last quarter phase of the moon, in the last quarter phase, the moon is 50% lit, with the sun illuminating its left side, and with the sun illuminating its left side. It jumps down and says, sometimes the third quarter, this cycle can be quite empowering, as the dreams were planted at the beginning of the cycle have now taken root. This is a time to appreciate your growth and accomplishments. People born in this phase are typically loyal and intuitive. Last quarter. Let's see. We see the first quarter right here, and we're tracking towards this full moon. But right here, Wednesday the 3rd is the last quarter, and we are in this space on Saturday, January the 6th. We're in the last quarter moon phase right now. Thank you, beloved. Last quarter moon phase right now. Last quarter moon phase. It says, this is a time to appreciate your growth and accomplishments. Yes, thank you so much for the accomplishments. We are at 5,300 and some change subscribers, beloved, and it was done in 18 months. Yes. We had said earlier, I think in another message, that we were 2.5 years in. We're not. It's a year and a half. We started August 2022, so August of 2023 is 1 year, and now it's like about six months since August, something like that, roundabout approximately. So 18 months, at least, maximum, yes. And thank you so much for each and every one of you for being here with your girl. Be sitting through these little rants as we have to get it out and talk about it. You know, use that energy, that anger, that frustration to transmute it, to break it up and get it out. Dispel it. You know what I mean? Learn something about your girl. Learn something about myself as we do it. And we do it and we share it, because I'm sure I'm not the only person that feel like that. Who else may have some sort of gift, a spiritual gift, something that is calling you to do something different? Okay, thank you. Vesta, named for the Roman Virgin goddess Vesta, this bright asteroid represents sacred feminine energy and carries a light at the end of the tunnel vibe. She is like going home on a cold winter's day, sitting by a warm fireplace with your best friends. In your chart, Vesta can show you where you are devoting your energy, where you find your true calling, and causes you to choose to serve in the world, and the causes you choose to serve in the world. So what cause do you choose to serve in the world? Tearing down strongholds, mental confusion, things that would have somebody tell you that is only one pathway to your salvation. That really hits me, beloved, because like I was saying, it's somebody that has spiritual gifts in the measure for which the Most High God has given them, and you may be afraid to step out and use them for fear of what all of these people gonna say about you, because you confused based on what may have been taught to you. Having these traditional, old, distorted belief systems pressed upon you, and they are imprisoning you and making you feel like something wrong with you. That, you know, people ostracizing and isolating you, categorizing you. Women that were burned at the stake because it's like you have intuition and the ability of foresight and sight. You are a seer. You can hear. You are clairaudient. You have vision. You are clairvoyance. You have a knowingness. You are claircognizant. Like you could be all of it. You may sit with your ancient ancestors, ascended ancestors, and I mean even the low ones. You might just be surrounded. You could be a medium. You can have a sense of transition before an energy or an entity transitions. You may get an inkling, you may get a feeling, you may have that resonance, that vibration, something that you are supposed to do in terms of comfort and support. You may know somebody who's going to burst something and give them support. You never know. You can have a healing energy, something that has to do with energetic healing, like Reiki. A lot of it, it's so much out here, and for people to box you in and tell you what you are and what you are not, oh, that is my cause, beloved. It rips me open. I want to rip it open. I want to tear it down, beloved. Look, Vesta also supports the birth of children and healing among siblings. And that was a part of what I just said while I went on my little rant. Yes, it is. Vesta can show you where you are devoting your energy, where you find your true calling, and the causes you choose to serve in the world. Vesta also supports the birth of children, and it could be starseed awakenings. You know, you are born into this plane, into a vehicle, but to be reborn, to be awakened, to be resurrecting spirits, or just your mindset that has been locked away in a sleep or dead-end type state. I'm supposed to irritate people. My light, my presence is supposed to irritate those that are in the darkness. There are those who will be called to see and to hear, and there are those who just gonna be real fucking irritated until the spirit speaks to them and help them work through whatever shadow energy they going through. What did it call in you? Because why would my presence irritate anybody so much where you would come over here and say such nasty things when we ain't doing nothing but spreading love and light, beloved? And maybe exposing some things, you know, those tears, because we get the foresight and the vision, and the Most High God tell us to speak it. Ain't my fault. I mean, it ain't on to me. It ain't nothing on to me. It's on to the Alpha and Omega that sent me, that gave me this decree to be infinite intelligence breathing. The awareness that I'm tapped into the intelligence of the all. Every bit of the intelligence that is held within creation is held within my vessel, is coded in, and that I can tap in. I'm just so grateful that they don't just dump it all on me in such a way where it's so heavy and knock me out, where they still spoon feed me like a baby. Gerber, Ashe. This. Speaking peace, peace, peace. Buddha. Transmuting that energy. You know, which one do you like? This one. See, ascended ancestor, ascended master. You know, ascended masters. Thank you so much. Thank you for the enlightenment of it, the awareness. Speak peace. And I'm hearing peace, be still. You know, and I feel calmness, like go with the flow. The river that creates its own pathways, even through pathways of resistance. Because a river can wear down rock, beloved. That flow, water, oh yeah, it'll erode rocks. It'll push through anything, like move that dirt right on out the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all want to play some cards? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yes, thank you. Whew. Cleanse those chakras. Get back into energetic alignment. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Speaking goodness. Goodness. This one, this one, this one, this, then that. Okay. So we have Pallas. It's also a Roman goddess Pallas. This is an asteroid referred to Pallas or Paias. Athena represents wisdom, creative intelligence, and reason. And we were talking about the infinite intelligence of the all, being able to tap into it, beloved. Yes. We see Chiron. That's another one. And the energy of Chiron was in the last reading. For those experiencing personal transits to their own natal Chiron, the universe wants you to process some psychological truths so that you can come out stronger. My psychological truth about being called that W word is that I don't like hypocrisy. I don't like for anybody to state that they have a monopoly on salvation, that they can define what the Most High is and what the Most High is not. If the Alpha and Omega created all things from the beginning to the end, and the end to the beginning, it created me, and it created me exactly as I am, as I should be. And it uses me and works through me. Do you want this? This? Ten of Wands. It's a heavy burden, but the Most High God makes the burden light. Carrying that divine inspiration can be a heavy burden, but I feel like, again, the Most High God makes the burden light, and I feel like the obstacles have been removed. We saw that energy earlier. The obstacles are being moved, have been moved. You've already climbed this mountain, and you've come down it, and you're going forward, right? You've overcome that. You have help carrying your load. You have the wand, the ace of wand of inspiration in your hand and another bag full of them. You talking about ideas. I feel you are going forward. She's wearing this white dress. To me, she is a light worker. Dressed and cloaked also. She's got her coat on. She's warm. You know, she's not cold. She has everything she needs. She got her boots. She has oxen for help. You know, I see everything. Just continue to go on the journey. Trust where you're being led. Trust where you're being led. Yes. There's an offer here. An offer of love. Maybe that is what you give, what you offer out. Love and healing. Absolutely, beloved. Thank you so much. It may be a helpmate, you know, come in. A new love that's going to help you continue as you go down this road. See, she could be Lilith, the one that was put away, beloved, what the Most High God made. And what was the thing? It said because Lilith was supposedly, she refused or was unwilling to be subservient. You know, putting me in a particular place. No. Beloved, no, Ashe. Like, I am submissive and submitted unto the Most High God, beloved, that which created my soul, the source of us living. And that is it. We come together in alignment with purpose. It was Mary that carried the gift. Who was her helpmate? I believe his name was Joseph. That's that toxicity. We see the devil offering. Maybe it's a love offer. It could be has some shadow energy attached to it. Maybe you are healing from a toxic, low vibrational love offer. Something that you have to process the truth of it so that you can come out stronger, beloved. Who ain't done been through a toxic, karmic ass relationship? Maybe it could be one coming in to test the fact of whether you learned your last lesson. We don't know. It could be the offering that Lilith got from, yeah, that's the news coming in. Good news. It's some news coming in. You know, Maybe the news is that you have found yourself to be worthy of something better and dealt with your own shadow energy. You know, the what is the result or the realization from all of these immature love offers? You know, what was it? We all done been through it. Most of us, you know, get caught up in a situation or somebody that presents something onto you and you get caught into it so that you can learn a deeply rooted psychological truth, something about self, probably how to pull back your energy. It may have left you feeling like, you know, you had some regret, remorse, and you had to give up something, release something. What was the psychological truth that you had to learn about you? Starting a new foundation, soul tribe, people coming in, releasing the old, what was no longer aligned to you, so that you can come together not only with yourself, mind, body, spirit. Could be. It could also be just your chakras aligning. I see, of course, red and orange and green. And I feel sacral, I feel root, I feel sacral, and I feel heart. And we see the hermit energy right here, going inside and dealing with self. Rest and rejuvenate. There's definitely some energy coming, some movement, some activity. But we speaking to the original, the divine feminine energies. Not just somebody that's a demon or been set aside, beloved, put away. No. Divine timing is at play. Something is happening. You know, you may be held up for a reason, to get yourself together. Again, psychological truths. What is the thing that bothers you? What is your cause? What did you come to do? What do you want to do? What bothers you? What is the karma that you are going to transmute? What is the negativity that you are going to change into light? Alchemy. We see eat healthier, but intercessor. Somebody that's going to pray for thee. Eat healthy. We had fish and grits today. It was so good, beloved. You will succeed in all of your ways, so you will. You are divinely protected at all times. You are. I feel your ascended masters and your ascended ancestors with you. You are timeless. Again, you will succeed in all ways. That just wanted to come right back out, beloved. The guardians in the galaxy, known and unknown, your ascended ancestors, ascended masters are with you. The legion, heavenly hosts, other galactic beings. You open yourself up to the fact that it's so much more than what we understand, what we know, what we've been taught. You will be shown. The information, the intelligence of the all that's held in those Akashic records will burst open. They will start to trickle forward. I feel the water flowing forward, the water of knowledge coming forward and just feeding you, feeding your intuition. You are timeless, beloved. And we said that. My soul is timeless. And everything happens in divine timing. When it's supposed to. As I'm supposed to learn. How I'm supposed to grow. All the lessons are going to come into me to show me which way I'm supposed to go. And to trust where I'm being led, beloved. To trust it. I am here. I am here. Who's here? The Omega. The Alpha. The heavenly host. All of creation is here. It's with me. That is the realization that I was brought to. Anything else in here, beloved? No. Any other energy? Indigenous. And I feel this not just, indigenous roots, right? Because a lot of us we all come from, like I said, from the first man, from the first woman. We have star seeds and galactic beings that are here. But our indigenous ancestors, they knew something about in terms of spirituality and connecting before a lot of it was watered down and stripped away from us. Right. And we have to wonder why. The why, the why, the why. Again, my issue, my cause, pulling down the veil, beloved. Why? Why do you not want us to know that we have a direct connection? Why do you not want me to know that my highest self, my spiritual self, will intercede for me? Why do they not want you to know that you are a pixel, a piece of the Most High God? Like they tell you, but then again, they don't tell you. Like if you read the text, you'll hear in Kings that they were already raising the dead and casting out demons. You didn't have to wait for the messenger to come in order to discover that you already had the power to do so. It was a reminder of what you could do. The fact that Peter walked on water, was it Peter? I believe it was Peter that walked on water because he believed. He saw an example, he believed, he followed. When he doubted, he sank. This was not after resurrection or return. This was during. That these things are visible, that miracles happen every day. That you could be the miracle, to be the miracle, beloved. You want this? You want this? Love your shadow, forgive and release. Love your shadow. We said toxicity, forgive and release. Love, Knight of Cups. Love, offer. Love. Offer love to your shadows. Forgive and release. Love, offer to your shadow. Forgive and release. That's the message. Be good on to be. Love your shadow. Forgive and release. Following that light, hermit energy. And I put it back in the deck. When we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can keep our lessons learned without holding on to the past hurt. You can keep the lesson that you learned without holding on to the past hurt. Buddha said, hold your peace. Keep the peace. Love your shadow. We are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are and do the same with others. I accept others as they are, but it's others that seem to have a problem with me. Just the fact that I feel the need to come over here and spread your judgments and opinions. But everybody got 2 or 3, 4 elbows and assholes. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. Focus on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you worry about you. What is your own path to salvation? What are the things you need to clean up within yourself? Again, you may not express yourself the way that I do or do the thing that I do, but it is something that you do. You still have a speck in your eye that is causing you to see others through a distorted point of view. And we all have it, beloved, because we all seeing the other through the lens of self. Self. I can only see your capacity based on the capacity that I believe for self. I can only love you based on the capacity that I love myself. If I am unable to face the shadows of myself, then I'm probably trigger focused and honed in on the shadows of you. And that's the oxymoron. That's the hypocrisy that gets to me. You can be so quick to point a finger at somebody else, but you are unwilling to point the finger at self. Like they say, when you do this, you point one finger at somebody else, there's 3 that's pointing right back at you. So you pointing that one at me, but it's three at you that you don't even see. You're not even paying attention to. Practice self-care. Care for yourself, Serve others, but don't neglect your own needs. You can't give what you don't already have. You can't give what you don't already have. I just said that. I can only love you with the capacity that I love myself. If I want to love anybody deeper, I have to learn how to deeply love me. If I want to be intimate with somebody, I have to be intimate with me. Into me, I see before I could be intimate with thee. Replenish your cup and attune to yourself. Learn. We said that too. Learning, discovery. Expand your knowledge to expand your world. Seek out teachers of wisdom. Seek new knowledge to create broader perspectives. Broaden your perspective. Creation is mind-boggling huge. Galaxies unknown. Guardians and galaxies unknown. Just the fact of galaxies unknown. So much that is unknown to us. So much that we have not yet the capacity to even interpret, to understand. We still eating Gerber. Exercise gratitude. I'm so thankful to the Most High God that's here with me, giving unto me what I need in order to grow, to recognize self, to pull those things up, to deal with it, to reconcile it, to release it, to love my shadow self, to use the energy that chaos and conflict, that anger and frustration give onto me, to transmute it, to raise myself up, to learn more about me, self-mastery. We see the court, we see high honor here. I see wisdom on the chakra deck. Great fortune is coming. That's wealth, knowledge. We see main, male, and lovers is here. You know, we did see a love offer, but I felt like love your shadow. It could be a new offer from somebody else coming in. Take it as it resonates. The offer that you may get may have you deal with your shadow. It may be toxic and you have to take the opportunity to release it, discern it, and say, no, that's not good for me. I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to continue down my way on my pathway to enlightenment, I say. I'm going to keep on my way, journey to the pathway to enlightenment. You know, because you could get distracted on your way. A wolf in sheep's clothing came. You got distracted on your way. Now she's turned out, lost and turned out. Lost and turned, son of staff. See, that's that impulsivity. That's that Knight of Wands type energy. Could be lustful, moving too fast, you know, spontaneity, all of that, you know. Love situation, the lovers. Got distracted on your way. And like I said earlier, how many people haven't got distracted by a hot and heavy type of relationship? It took off fast, it took off quick, and it touched into some toxic shit. Toxic energy. Had you discover your own psychological truth, especially when you sit down and deal with it. How did I get into it? It shows you. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Something that breaks your heart. Shows you. Yes, it did, beloved. Who are you? Empress energy. Divine feminine. What's that judgment coming through? That's the truth, beloved. That is the truth. That's that judgment. Shows you. Your own psychological truth. How to release some shit and step into your own power. What did it show you, beloved? It was a blessing. Truth be told, hermit energy sending you on that pathway to discover what was in you all along. Yeah, it hurt. Ain't that 5 of Cups? It hurt, beloved. It did. Now you felt lost and left out, but you learned how to pull into self. I bet you that. You learn how to look at that ocean, look at that flow. Page of Cups energy. Pouring into yourself. Apologize to you. Rest and rejuvenate. Healing. Healing. And we saw that. We said new foundation. Hermit energy. Going off into yourself. Learning about you. Following your own light on this here journey. Resting and rejuvenating. You're going to come back with a ferociousness. I'm talking about that energy going to be popping. But you got to heal first, beloved. You need to heal first. Rest. See? From all that toxicity. Whatever was holding you up, whatever's chaining you, I feel like you busting out through this door. You coming out into the light. Yep, Queen of Cups, loving on you. Intimacy, getting close with yourself. Into me now I see, so I can discern and choose wisely that was resonate and vibrates with me. That, what is my energetic match? Discerning. Learning from the past. Learning. Got distracted on her way to grandmother's house. I keep hearing it. I see 6 of coins equaling giving, receiving. You give and you will receive. But again, what are you giving? 2 of staves. You get to choose, beloved. Now you have 2 staves in your hand. You get to choose. I feel like you walking forward, moving forward with the lessons of the past. I mean, you can walk with both of them sticks, beloved. You taking. I mean, everybody got choices. I stick to my money. I stick to my bread. Everybody got choices. I hear. I feel like you putting to bed all of the bad choices and you trust where you're being led. Dealing with the voices that's in your head. Which one should you choose? The voices that's in your head, moving forward to calmer water. Letting the spirit guide you along your way, knowing that your back is covered from any other toxicity that will come your way. Digging into that heart chakra, your heart energy, your heart's desires, beloved. 9 of coins, 9 of pentacles. Being self-sufficient, independent, knowing that you're going to be taken care of. You good. You got everything that you need. And whatever you invested in, whatever is held up or been held back, I feel like, it's just growing and it's coming. You've lost nothing. I still feel this tree you rooted. I see the leaves and the blades of grass, that abundance. And you can also see the network underground. Sow into yourself. It could be somebody that's trying to hold your shit back. But if that be the case, beloved, look, I see the 9 of Pentacles on the table. You ain't gonna have no lack. Somebody trying to hold back your shit. Holding you back from being abundant, from being self-sufficient. But they can't fuck with you because you already an empress. Loving on yourself and knowing how to discern some shit. And this could be for my bros too that's in that receiving type of energy. You ready to receive your ish. All of the payout from your hard work. With the Most High, the universe will give back onto you for staying diligent, for staying loyal, for staying true. 8 of Cups, because you walked away from some bullshit, spiritual journey. Spiritual journey. You might have left some full cups somewhere. Look at this. Page of Swords. Followed your intuition. You followed the truth. You followed, what the spirit was saying to you. Trust when you being led, using your logic, using your senses. And somebody else, they actually could be watching you. They could have gotten, I don't know. I feel like you walked away knowing what you knew. Daughter of truth, daughter of swords, just like a little bit of truth, understanding the bare truth of it, just like the basic truth. Following the spirit and what they were showing you, cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the veil, cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the veil. And I feel like you are somebody that is maturing. You are not even mature all the way yet. 4 of Cups. You know, you might, turn your back on everything. Turn your back to all of this. I don't want this. It doesn't fulfill me. It's not fulfilling. What is a man to gain a whole world, gain all the riches, and lose their soul? You would rather find your soul. Something that's deep, something that's edifying, something that feeds the spirit. Who are those riches being offered from? What's the cup? What's the exchange, beloved? What was that exchange? Anything else in here? Yes, I feel. You want this? This one? This. Yeah, 4 staffs. What was in exchange of that partnership? Was it good? Did you enter into a different partnership? A partnership with self and self, you and your highest self? Because see, I see that solar plexus and I see sacral. You know, I feel joy and I feel creativity. I feel like you coming together with yourself. 10 of coins, beloved. 10 of coins. A partnership with you. A partnership with your highest self. Put you in receiving mode and you are going to be good. And all of it came after you done been through some tough, hard shit, betrayal that had you walk away. Like I said, tough, hard shit, betrayal. Maybe snatching up what was left, or after you left, somebody ran off with your shit. 7 of swords, nastiness. But it doesn't matter because this cycle is coming to an end. It's going to be complete. I feel, look at this. That's that Hierophant energy, priestess energy. Priestess energy, high priestess. Now you clothed in the flow, speaking goodness and truth, hidden secrets, things that are unknown to others. Anything else in here, beloved? No. Discover that you are a whole high priestess. Discover the truth. Ace of Swords, clarity. The truth. Judgment. Releasing. Loving on your shadow energy. Loving yourself. Your whole you. Yep. Anxiety. If something causing you anxiety, stress, give it up. Happiness. Happiness. You may be stressed about how you're going to get to your happiness, stressed about joy, but I feel like it's a choice. You can choose to lean into this darkness, the stress, the chaos, the strife, or you can step into the light, enlightenment, fulfillment. Daughter of staffs, son of staffs. That's the good news. Page of Wands and Knight of Wands. The good news is that you can choose to step into the light. You can do it at any time. You can take that spontaneous approach and step into the light. You have the ability to do it. Yeah. You have the ability to do it. Completion. Childlike spirit. I feel all of these old texts, you know what I mean, coming through. I feel a portal of change. It's so much that you are open to with all of this. I feel like an old map, like you have been given a map from the ancient, that it's like if you know where you've been, the terrain and how everything flowed, you can understand where you're going. And you're right here in the present, on swinging on the circle of it, of the whole thing. Wow. Indigenous. Something about your roots and the truth of you. We see 333, we see support, we see growth, we see creativity. We saw the wheel, we see the world card, completion, things changing. The wheel card in this deck, the water flowing. I feel Aquarius, the water bearer. We see an unexpected shift. Something is getting ready to shake. Something is getting ready to change, beloved. An unexpected shift, so rest. Divine intervention, a sudden challenge, love, pleasant surprises, a gut feeling. Pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to your gut. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, a dream job, or abroad, etc., 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 etc. But a major shift is coming for somebody. 2020, act on your idea. If you have an idea that the Most High God has given you some sort of divine inspiration, act on it. Do it. An unexpected shift is coming. We wrote down something that the divine has given us, something that has been represented and represented and represented, and the Most High God said divine timing is coming into alignment, and we will be pursuing it. We will. 10646 when we set it on the timer. Anything else, beloved? No. Anything to close out? Yes. Healing waters is here. Healing water. You want this? This one. All right. Let's get the text. As you command. Cleansing and releasing the old. That's that judgment. Releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings are coming. It says, while visiting the healing water sites of the world is an incredible thing to do, we don't need to travel to experience the healing and cleansing power of water for ourselves. You probably already use water in this way, although perhaps not consciously. As you shower or bathe or as you wash your hands, consider the water and call on it to support you by washing away what's coming to an end and what is no longer in alignment, leaving space for what you like to birth anew. And that's actually something that we do every time we shower. We consciously ask the water to release the old and to bless us with the new. Considering that our vessel, the skin, is the largest organ on our body, it absorbs that water. And as we talk and do those affirmations in the water and asking, putting that intention in the flow, we know what it is doing onto the vessel. And it's the same thing that we said when we talk about being able to speak into your water before you drink it, speaking life into it, putting that intention on it. It takes on that healing property, that attention, and you put it inside of your vessel. It is absorbing that energy, and that intention is going to be reborn in thee. It's going to fulfill that which you speak. That water carries the word. Water holds memory. Gone, Olaf, Frozen 2. Anything else? No. That was it. Healing water. I heard you. Did you want me to say that? That was a joke from one of my ascended masters, the Omega. My grandma. Yeah. reference to rituals. And we were just speaking about the healing property of water. Think about your vessel composition. What is it made out of, beloved? Just saying. I love y'all so much. If you sat through this message, bless you, beloved. Yes, I speak life into you. Life, healing, prosperity, health in your heart, in your spirit, in your mind. And yes, beloved, also in your pocket. Okay? I speak it. And the word, the power of life and death lives in this tongue. I use it to offer forgiveness unto self first and foremost for anything that I may have spoken out against anyone else or against myself that will cause an error onto my life. I ask the Most High to pull those words back. I ask the Most High to receive them. I offer them up and ask for them to be received. I ask the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, to bind those words up, to bind them, to bind them, to bind them all, every word, and to cast them down, beloved, so that they do not present an error onto my life. For I am learning. I am growing. Finding more ways to increase my capacity for empathy and sympathy, understanding, and compassion on a daily. Ashe. And I see others as I see myself as students of creation, trying to understand itself as we experience ourselves. And that could be a heavy job to do, to master self, because that's what we were sent here to do, to learn, to experience. Creation, experiencing creation through creation. We are the only begotten. All of us. Everything in creation. Known and unknown. There is absolutely no way that any energy could tell you with any sense of definity that they have a monopoly on salvation, that they can explain to you what came before. The Alpha and Omega, what came before the beginning? They have no understanding. They have no awareness. None. Absolutely none. Barely have a grasp on the text that they read from. Barely. Just saying. The truth, beloved. That's it. As it's given on to me. Destiny wheel is changing. Water bearer. Spreading a little knowledge, a little love. I'd rather run outside once a month and douse myself with the water hose before I go up in there and sip on somebody's blood. That's just me. Most High God give unto all of us in His own measure, and everything is in divine timing. And nobody can tell you that how the Most High God made you is wrong, beloved. They just can't. Because if we are pixels and pieces of the Most High God, and I say that you wrong, then who am I talking to, really? I can't tell you wrong. I can't tell you who right. I just don't know. Only thing I can tell you is what the Most High God has given on to me. We can talk about it. We can have conversation. We can exchange. But I don't judge thee, so therefore don't judge me. I'm not even supposed to judge myself, truth be told. No. Releasing judgments. Let it go. Love on your shadow. Love your shadow. Release and forgive, beloved. Follow the light within. And this says, love all. Your compassion is incomplete until it includes yourself. Release self-judgment. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Release self-judgment. 4 and 3 is 7. Introspection. Self-punishment, self-loathing, and self-sabotage. Release it. The reflection of your love begins with you. Yes, it does. It begins with you. Self-mastery. Self-care. You love on yourself so well that you will resonate with that frequency and it will call in that good, healthy love onto thee, because that's what we call in anyway. We bring in ourselves onto ourselves so that we can learn and see ourselves in a way that we are unwilling to face generally. The ability to look in the mirror and see self. So you see yourself through the reflection of other people. So if you a light being, your light gonna irritate the shadows. It's gonna shine a light there. But you are in the shadow because you're dealing with your own shadow. How did you get distracted along the way? Know that you are safe. You are safe. And you may just be called to change. Change something in your environment, I say. The people around you shape you. Our environment supports or undermines us. Give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. Create surroundings that support you. Releasing what no longer aligns to you and accepting what is good for you. Yeah, breaking free. To break free. I love it. Thank you so much to the Alpha and Omega that is here with me, guiding this message onto me, self-edifying and have me overflow. Reach out into your wheat field and have them receive. Let them be full and edified and overflow. And we meet in the middle with unity and harmony. For we are creation. We are creation. We are the only begotten. We are the thing that the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, made. All of us existing everywhere. Everywhere. I don't put my heart away because I discovered my liver. It's in the same body, beloved. We are the body. We are the walking, the living, the breathing kingdom. And you are timeless. You are limitless. You've been here before. And you here right now. I am here. The I am is here. The divine. And everything happens in divine timing. Yes, it does. Nothing is out of synchronicity. Nothing is coincidence. It's not by chance. Even the bumping, the chaos, and the conflict, that which seems like it is coincidence. It uses that chaos for its own design, beloved. Queen of Cups, pouring to you. Sharp swords, master the truth, learning. Understanding that learning is the key. Learning. Love on your shadows. And look, this person that's learning the truth, blocked behind the truth. You can free yourself by looking at the truth. You can free yourself by accepting the truth. This is a mental prison of our mind. When we renew our mindset, we release that and step into wish fulfillment and able to manifest anything. But for some reason, this Shah of Coins, this King of Earth, to me has been giving me a very different type of energy. It is those who seek to control the realm, to sit in leadership above it and make all the rest of it, us, creation, its subjects. That's what I've been getting off of that lately. Yeah. Judgment to that is coming. Like we said, love your shadow. Offer your shadow some love and release any judgment that you may have against self. That is the good news. You exit hell in purgatory when you deal with your own shadows. You deal with the demon, the devil in you, the things that cause you to live backwards, beloved. Systems and thoughts against nature, against your natural self. When you understand and apply love and compassion to your shadows, you release those ghosts. You let it go. You give up the ghost of that toxicity. And that is the good news. That's the message for you to live lighthearted, carefree, releasing yourself, stepping into the kingdom fully because you can mentally see it. You can visualize it. You're already in it. That the Most High God is with you, omnipresent. Love you like I love me because I love the Alpha and Omega that made me, called me to be the infinite intelligence breathing. Word resurrected this day. This one's done, y'all. To the next now. Ashe.